Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So we came back to the area we were looking for yesterday, but now we kind of just hovered down here for a while. I think there's a couple of things that are concerning me. The first thing is this divergence that's setting up. There's a high, there's the next high, and you can see we're just meandering. We are grouped to the upside, so that is a huge concern for me. We have overhead resistance here from the weekly. There it is there. So that is the one thing. And then what we also have, get back to the 8th hour, is we've then got a bullish crossover here of the moving averages. So a couple of bearish and bullish signals at the moment. If you look to the left, this is a really strong area of resistance that we should be paying attention to right now. So just drilling down through the time frames, if you look at the 3 hour, nothing really telling us what's going on. You can see we just meandered around here, and it's just going into the US Open, or the close basically, that we started. Actually, no, that's today, sorry. So we just did nothing yesterday. Then today for some reason, we're kind of railing after hours. I'm not paying much attention to that. I'm paying more attention to this area here. So you can see this failed. You can see we dropped below it, above it, below it, above it. So we didn't really bounce off this level nicely. And if we get down to the lower time frames, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So that was our level. We've closed below it. That's the first warning bell, and immediately what you should be doing is dropping to the next level. And that's exactly where we did get to with an inside bar, but then we just went sideways. So typically when this happens, I mean, it happens on the S&P as well. So you get this, and then within a few hours, you don't get above the bar. You know, that should be your entry, and you would have seen those tails would have triggered you for your entry. But if after a few hours, you'd like, oh, get out of this, just take the knock, because it's actually going nowhere. So for me at the moment, I'm not so sure we're going to get any traction today. I think we are waiting for the Feds at the moment. Not sure what this is all about, but you know, when we're trading like this is really difficult to get in and out. So you can see there's a 15 minutes. So there's a 50-minute pin bar off the level. Entries on the top there. Stop is there. So that's a 33-point stop loss. And I would have been aiming for at least the gap. And look what happened. It just went nowhere. So yeah, I think there are a few gaps here to the downside. So I suspect we're more than likely going to come back. Probably do the same thing. You know, if you get a good bounce off this gap, this is the opening gap here. So that's 13,275. You probably get the same thing. You get like a 50-point stop loss for a 100-point gain to come and close this weekly gap. But I suspect we are going to be going sideways. So the trend is up at the moment. You want to be going with the trend, but you obviously want to be buying off structure. And the structure, the only bit of structure is down here where we were bouncing around yesterday. And there is a gap here as well. So we've got a gap here, gap to the upside. So there's two magnets. That just means it's probably going to range today and tomorrow going into the Feds. So everything's about what the Feds are going to say. If they are dovish, we should continue this trend. If they're hawkish, we should see us reverse and continue for another leg down. And the big question on everybody's mind at the moment is this enough? We had enough of a pullback in the market? And I mean, the DAX is a different animal. It's you can see we kind of went we're quite volatile since 2015. You can see all over the place, and then it's one-way traffic. But look at the oscillators here. This is the one thing when I look at the higher time frames which really gets me excited, because I've got a big engulfing bar here with my oscillators grouped to downside on the monthly. This is just screaming at me, get ready for something big. There's going to be some kind of a breakout here, at least to test the highs, possibly new highs. Okay, no idea why I have so many levels at the bottom, but anyway. So that's kind of my view today. It's more of a sit on hands. I don't think you're going to get much traction today. Probably just more of the same of yesterday. So I'm not really keen on the indexes at the moment. Anyway, hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.